All right, what's going on, everybody? Listen, the title is Derrick James. It's his decision if Spence is ready for for Manny Pacquiao or his mandatory, and that would tell you your answer. What's the next move is? Okay, listen. When Spence was fighting Mikey, Manny Pacquiao was front row. He saw the fight. He also said that he wants the winner of Mikey versus Spence. Okay, he got in the ring. Spence said, I want you. Manny Pacquiao just had the look on his face like, okay, it could happen, but he didn't say when. Okay? Which looked like a duck. You could say it's a duck. I say it's a strategic play. All these fighters do things strategically. I don't believe Manny Pacquiao is a ducker. I just believe he's doing things strategically. My proof is, look at his fights in the past. How many tune-ups he had? 0, okay? He fights title, okay? Title fights, all right? So, strategically, if I was Pac, which I'm not Pacquiao, you got Spence here, the biggest draw right here, okay? Mayweather's not in the picture. Then you got Keith Thurman, right? Now, you could say it's an opportunity because he was out, right? Elbow and hand injury. But everybody, don't forget that it's an opportunity to fight Manny Pacquiao because he's old. Can you look at it that thing too? Can you look at it that way? That he's old, right? It's an opportunity, right? So, the way I see it, strategically, yes, I think Manny Pacquiao decided to pick Keith, and I think that was a great job for him to do, because Porter and Spence fought each other, great. Somebody had to get all 2 belts, and it was Spence, great. And we also saw some key things in that fight that made my decision to say that, listen, I got Manny Pacquiao beating Spence, okay? I saw 2 fights that Spence took. Mikey, he didn't finish him. Coming up to 147, Spence did not finish him. Yes, the IQ was there. Awesome, but he didn't finish him. And Spence fighting Porter, I saw some things there that shows some points. Yeah, everybody sees stuff until you get in the ring. I understand that. But when it comes to Manny Pacquiao and Porter, it shows some things there with the movements. But I'm not going to get into that right now. It's all about Derrick James. Because to tell you the truth, the next move, because listen, on Twitter, listen, Spence been calling out Manny Pacquiao already, okay? Since that fight with Spence and Mikey, all right? He wants Manny Pacquiao. He's not even calling out Bud, okay? So what does that tell you? It's a strategic play, right? No one doesn't want to see the strategic play when somebody of their favorite fighter doing it, okay? The man said he's on this side of the street. He's trying to clean it up. He said he'd rather fight Pacquiao before he fights Bud. Okay, why would you want to fight an old man and not fight someone you're in the prime? And everything is fucking strategic, okay? So if I see Manny Pacquiao fighting Keith Thurman, fine. He came back. He was all out of retirement. I mean, he took some time off. He came back. Okay. The playing field is kind of even. You know, every playing field with Manny Pacquiao is even. You know why it is? Because Manny Pacquiao is old. Okay. So now, if this man here came back out of from an elbow injury and a hand injury, and he was out, he came back, it's kind of even. The man is a young man. Okay. He couldn't fight. He couldn't get the job done. Simple as that. Okay? When it comes to boxers, I don't think it's all about opportunity and strategic play. So if you want to say it's an opportunity, fine. But I know Manny Pacquiao is not a ducker. Strategically, just like Spence is strategically saying, I want Manny Pacquiao, and all of them are saying the same thing. Why? Because of more money, because he's the biggest draw. And yes, I do see that fight that could happen with Manny like I said, at first I did not see that fight with Manny Pacquiao and Crawford, but I'm starting to see it because of Bob Arum actions. He's not king house. He's not the king of the house anymore with welterweights. So yes, I see that he's thirsty, and the only person that draws the biggest draw in the welterweight division is Manny Pacquiao. Everybody want him before they want each other. Simple as that. Okay, so let me get back to the point with Derrick James, and it's coming around. Spence been called out Manny Pacquiao, and then he called him out again on Twitter, and then Manny Pacquiao called him out kind of saying something, referring, subliminally saying Bud and Spence, right? Some shit like that. So obviously we'll think that he wants to smoke with Spence and Bud. Right? So, what I'm seeing here is now, everybody's saying they want everybody, but who's going to make the next move? Now, the fight with Danny Garcia, it's there. Proof is that fight might come, is that he's preparing himself with a southpaw, right? Fighting this Ivan guy, right? And he's preparing himself to either fight Manny Pacquiao or Spence, because they both southpaws. But most likely, we all know from actions from other boxers, it's Manny Pacquiao that Danny's looking forward to. Okay? Danny ain't trying to hear no bullshit about no $3 million from Bob Arum. Okay? I explained that in the other video, how he disrespect the man, saying he can't even draw his breath. Disrespect the man first, and then after offer him $3 million, but then gets con 7. So, I'm showing you these proofs of the bullshit, okay? So I don't see, when they say Danny is having a tune-up with this guy that's a southpaw, I'm not seeing that he's trying to look forward for the Spence fight. He's looking forward for the Manny Pacquiao fight. So that's proof right there that that's a fight that could happen next. But since all this talk about Spence wants Manny Pacquiao, he's been saying that since Mikey and before that. And then I still hear Manny Pacquiao just starting to Twitter, trying to get into the quarrel between Bud and Spence, and he's putting his 2 cents in Twitter. Well, it seems like he's looking forward to fight either Bud or Spence. Most likely he's gonna fight Spence. Okay, like I said, I don't think he really want to do any work with Bob Arum. What happen is either he fights Danny Garcia and leave it up to Spence and Bud to make that fight, and hopefully Manny's saying, Spence, please beat Bud, bring that belt over here, and let's call it a day. Okay? That's what I think Manny Pacquiao is looking forward to. But if that doesn't happen, it's like this. He's gonna end up fighting Spence next. Now, the key to this right here is Derrick James. Derrick James is the key. Because before I get into Derrick James, well, there shouldn't be no excuses with Spence. Okay? The reason why I say that is because we just saw him in the club recently. Okay? And he had his back bent like this, doing his shit, right? He's doing his shit, right? Then he's doing his ninja shit. He's doing his ninja dances. So, the man is okay. The ninja back is all right. Okay? My brother's back is right. Okay? I've seen their video 15 times. All right? He's been back, He's doing his ninja dances. He's doing his ninja dance. Let's just say he's exercising in the club. Okay, he's still getting his 2-step on. He ain't drinking. He's exercising. Let's just say that. I know it doesn't look good, but this is the benefit of the doubt. He's a young man. Okay, all young men are ready. They're ready to do everything, man. That's it. Let's just leave that alone. Okay, so that's another proof that he's ready. The man said he's ready. He's medically cleared. He said he's ready. Fine. So dead that noise about the opportunity that Pacquiao's looking for. Because like I said, all these boxers looking for opportunity and strategic. You see Boots coming up right now, right? Let's see how strategic these boxers don't want to fight him unless it's the right moment. Okay? So, Everybody have a strategic plan when and how to do this because the money is talking. And if you cut these people money, that means they're not going to get the best fights at the right time. So I understand that, okay? So it's all about Derrick James because Derrick James said, listen, he's back in training. Maybe that was his last club before he went into training, man. He just said, let me just go to club and get to training. So let's calm down with Spence in the club, okay? I understand don't look right. I was looking at it, I was like, oh God, here we go again. Why can't our brothers just focus on shit? But I was just gonna let it be. Just let it be. So the man had his little two-step, he's back jogging, he's getting back, losing some of that weight. Fine. Derrick James. The man said, I'm looking to see what Spence is gonna look like. Is he going to look like that same Spence before the accident, or he going to look like that different Spence after the accident? So, my friends, this is going to give you the answer because they got to go to Al Haymon, okay? They got to go to Al Haymon. Now, if Derrick James says to Al Haymon, listen, I think my fighter needs a tune-up. No matter what Spence says, once that's said to Al Haymon, it's either Al Haymon say, fuck it, let me just feed you to Manny Pacquiao, right? Or he agrees to the situation and let Spence get his mandatory. That's it. But that is the answer, and that is the key in my mind that's going to tell you what's going to happen next. Because Manny Pacquiao ain't no ducker, especially if he said he wants to fight Spence. Whether it's an opportunity or not, because you think of the accident, listen, in my eyes, if I could see it, Manny Pacquiao could probably see it too, okay? Manny Pacquiao ain't stupid. Spence did not finish Mikey Garcia. He did not finish Mikey Garcia, and he did not finish Porter. That shit went to fucking decision, okay? So, this almighty Spence that we know, that we have so much confidence in, did not finish. When was the last time? Wait a minute. When was the last time Spence knocked anybody out? All right, let me not go on Spence's case right now. I'm not gonna get on Spence's case right now, but because the fight ain't happening yet. Once the fight happens between Manny Pacquiao and Spence, I will break it down to you what I see the attributes to each fighter and what I think why Manny Pacquiao would win, okay? But right now, it ain't happening, so I'm killing that right now. But I think Derrick James is the key to this. Yes, sir. I think Derrick James is the key to it because I just heard an interview saying that the man said, I want to see where he's at on the mitts. I want to see where he's at. So if the trainer wants to see where he's at, what is that telling you? Okay? He wants to know. And once he know, that's going to determine if he's going to get the mandatory or he's going to get Manny Pacquiao. Regardless if Man Down Promotion saying that he's his own boss and he wants Manny Pacquiao first. Listen, if the man's stubborn and he's like, I don't care, I want Manny first, that's a quarrel between that's a quarrel between Spence, his trainer, and Al Haymon. And if it comes push to shove that the man's like, listen, I'm going straight to Pacquiao, and that's what I want, and that's the way it is. Well, listen, Derrick James, you just got to take a step back and let the man do what he wants to do, and it is what it is. Yeah, basically, that's how I see it. But I feel like this is gonna be, listen, and you know what's gonna happen? Since Manny Pacquiao said he wants to fight in March or April, and Spence says he want to come back in May or June, there's gonna be a little discrepancy there because if they have in their agreement now, or they're trying to decide if this fight is gonna really happen, it always depends on Manny Pacquiao's situation as a senator in the Philippines. Okay, he has a deadline at certain times to fight, so we got to put that in play also. So that's why that Danny Garcia fight is also there, and he's planning to fight Danny either in March or April. He's still gonna make his $20 million regardless. Okay, so that's not the problem. He rack up with Broner, he rack up with Thurman, he could rack up with Danny, and then he could rack up with Spence. You know, he's making his money regardless. Okay, win or lose, he's making his money. Okay, so that's not the issue. That would be an issue if he wants to go over there and fight Crawford, and then he have to deal with cheap ass Bob Arum. Okay, not wanting to give him his money. Okay, like I said with Bob Arum, when Pacquiao was on that side, see, the tables was turned. Okay, at that time, he was the king of in-house, and he had a brand new cash cow who was who? Crawford. Now he said he blocked the fight. He blocked the fight because he was worried so much about Manny Pacquiao's health, but he was really worried about his brand new cash cow, Crawford. That's the way I see it. Because you don't want to take a risk fucking around with Manny Pacquiao, busting down your new cash cow. So that's the way I see it, okay? Because the man wasn't worried about his health when he did a promotion with Duco Promotion over there in Australia. And the man, Manny Pacquiao, was getting his head busted with elbows and headbutts and headlocks and all kinds of shit. He wasn't really worried about that, okay? He didn't come up and announce, he got cheated, and he didn't say none of that stuff. None of that stuff. Oh, my man was manhandled. Manny Pacquiao was manhandled. But none of that. So kill that noise about he was worried about Manny Pacquiao's health. There goes more proof that's bullshit. Okay? He was worried about his cash cow, Bud Crawford. That's proof right there. Okay? And he blocked the fight. So, listen, if Manny Pacquiao decides to go over there and fight Bud, that's a whole different story. Actually, I don't think Manny want to do any business with Bob Arum anyway. Like I said, he probably wants Spence to go get that belt from, hopefully beat Crawford, bring it over here and make shit more easier. Okay? So if Manny Pacquiao decides to fight Danny and that is announced first, I would expect people to say, oh, there go Manny Pacquiao ducking again. He said he wanted Spence on the Twitter. You know, he said he wanted Spence when he was fighting Mikey, and then he went and fought Keith. Oh, he's ducking again. Oh, here we go ducking again. That's two ducks, right? But let me explain something. If Spence decides to take his mandatory after saying man down promotion, if he decides to take a fight with his mandatory instead of fighting Manny Pacquiao, and that's announced first, can I say that's a duck? Can I say that's a duck? Because it didn't happen. And Manny Pacquiao didn't announce Danny Garcia. Okay then. So everybody's strategically doing things, okay? Everything is strategically. Manny Pacquiao ain't a ducker. You know why I say that? His proof is this. His background, okay? He's a legend. 4 decades. Look at the list of fighters he fought, okay? He ain't a ducker, man. Stop that shit. The man is not a ducker. Give some man a credit. Strategically, everybody's doing something. And Spence also strategically not fighting Crawford and wants to fight Pacquiao. And there's people that want to see Spence fight Bud before he fights Pacquiao. And how do these people feel when they can't see Bud fight versus Spence? How do these people feel? They feel left out, right? They feel left out. So let's just leave it alone. And we're going to try to figure this out soon enough. Look, what today is? The 17th? About a couple more weeks of January. February is 28 more days. Something's got to be announced. And it's got to be announced soon. And they got to make up their mind. And I feel Derrick James is the man to let you know if Spence is ready. And if Spence is not ready, well, the proof will be the mandatory. And that's my opinion. If you don't like it, don't subscribe. If you don't like it, smash the dislike button. Listen, I don't care about all that shit. I just come here to talk shit. That's it. And right now, I see the walls are closing in, and I said, let me just make a video, okay? Make some videos because Manny Pacquiao's my man, and I like him. And if you don't like me because I like Manny Pacquiao, I'm sorry. But I feel this man could gain another belt. Listen, the man in 2010 beat Margarito, got a belt, 8th division, 2010. He ended the year in 2019. Beat Keith Thurman, got a belt. Yo, if this man goes in the beginning of the year and beat Spence and get a belt, right? The beginning of the year. So 2010, he beat Margarito, made history, A division. Then at the end of the decade, he beat Keith Thurman. Then in the beginning of this decade, 2020, he beat Spence where everybody thought he couldn't. Oh my gosh. Now I'm talking about people like Ward. Congratulations, Ward, for the decade of the decade, fighter of the decade. Congratulations, even though I don't think you deserve it. He beat Mayweather. I still don't think none of them two deserve it. But hey, it is what it is. Okay? They didn't fight the whole decade. Just remember that. So when it comes down, when it's Pacquiao turn, and he didn't fight the whole decade, and he decides to retire maybe next year, just remember, he made history again. And he ain't fight the whole decade. So we shall see what's going to happen next. All right? Everything is just opinions. I'm just giving you my opinion. Derrick James is the man to tell Al Haymon what the hell is going on with Errol Spence. And then from there, we'll see if it's Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence or Manny Pacquiao versus Danny Garcia. God forbid, I really hope it's Errol Spence that team announces that he's going to end up fighting his mandatory first before it's Manny Pacquiao. But you know how life is. You know what I'm saying? It'll probably be Manny Pacquiao announcing his fight with Danny Garcia first, and then everybody gonna say he's a ducker. It is what it is. You don't like my channel? Smash the dislike button. I don't give a damn. Really.